Ready, set, fight! Hello, my most beautiful friends. So for today's video, I am so excited because I have the brand new Street Fighter collaboration with Game Beauty. They were so kind enough to send me this in PR. You guys requested to see a video. I got so excited to do a video. So that is what we're doing today. So you guys want to see what this collection is all about, what type of looks I create, and is it actually worth it? Well, then definitely keep watching. Alrighty guys, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am not really well versed in the Street Fighter 6 game. I think the most like fighting game I've done besides like Fortnite, because Fortnite I'm well versed in that, right, is Mortal Kombat. I haven't really played Street Fighter 6, but I know some of you guys out there have. You guys said how excited you guys were for this collection, so we're going to do a deep dive into it. Now I will say that this is how the PR box comes. You guys can actually buy this yourself. Just want to let you guys know. I'll have all the price points about this collection listed down below, but you guys can actually buy this price point. It's going to come with an eyeshadow palette. You have 6 lipsticks, and then whenever you open this little box right here, it's going to come with 4 blushes, 2 highlighters, and 6 duochrome shadows. So with that said, guys, I'm going to zoom you guys in and we're going to go ahead and play with this makeup. Okay, so now that we're zoomed in, we're going to go ahead and dive right on into this collection. So the first thing I have is this prismatic pugless makeup palette. First off, the outside packaging, I think it's so freaking cute. And then when you open the palette up, you are going to see 18 beautiful shades in here. Now this palette says, get ready to knock out your makeup routine with the prismatic pugless makeup palette. Inspired by the 18 Street Fighter 6 characters, this eyeshadow palette and pressed pigment palette offers a variety and diverse range of shades for endless looks. Highly pigmented and of the highest quality, it's a knockout addition to your makeup collection. Now this palette actually does retail for $65. You guys actually can use my code Allie, save you guys 10% off anything, everything Game Beauty. So I definitely am so excited to play with this. Now unfortunately for me, I don't know the references to the names. So that is my only downside, is I don't know the references to the names at all, but I'm still super excited to play with this. So we're going to do 2 different eye looks. Now I also do want to pair these eye looks with their beautiful Million Contender. These are going to be their single shadows, and they do it's going to be their single chromatic shadows, and they do retail for $15 a piece, or you guys can actually buy the bundle. It looks to be for $76, and it says, prepare for a knockout look with the Chromatic Contender Chameleon Shadow Bundle, a collection of memorizing, color-shifting eyeshadows inspired by the iconic fighters of Street Fighter 6. This bundle features a range of dynamic duochrome shades, each designed to capture the unique energy and elemental powers of your favorite characters. From electrifying pulse of Luke to the wild currents of Blanca, these chameleon shadows offer a captivating, ever-changing look that's sure to turn heads. Now, I did swatches, and oh my god, they are beautiful. So we're definitely using these today along with the palette. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids before we move into the rest. I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids. We're going to do the eyeshadow look before we move on to the rest of the collection. Okay, so to start off, we're going to do 2 different eye looks. So I think I'm going to go into the shade right here called Sharpened Sonic right here, and we're going to put this on our outer V right there. Ooh, okay, hello. Hello. Okay, right here. I will say, like I said, I've never really played Street Fighter 6. I played Mortal Kombat because my husband used to play Mortal Kombat, but in reality, I don't play a lot of like fighter games like that. Like I've never really been I've never been into the fighter games like that, unless you count like Super Smash Brothers right here instead. And like I said, I've never been one to really play I never want to play Street Fighter before. I played Mortal Kombat because of my husband, and then I played, what was it, Super Smash Brothers over on Wii U. Do you guys remember that game? It was always so much fun. I was always Kirby because I really just wanted to like go to like suck in all the characters and go over the ledge and spit them out. Oh, that was so fun. I used to love that game so much. But like in reality, like just a straight up like fighting game like that, I don't really play unless it's Fortnite. Fortnite is the only exception. I absolutely love the battle royale style. So I will play Fortnite, but I don't really like play like Street Fighter games like this. I mean, I have when I've gone to arcades. Do they even still have arcades? Is that like still a thing? Is like arcade still a thing? But usually over there was always Mortal Kombat, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just sitting there just smashing buttons and pray that a combination that I was doing was gonna hit and I'd be able to knock out my opponent. That's what I would love to do, but I feel like I haven't played one of those games in so long. I kind of forgot about it until just now, but thinking back on it, I I don't know if I played Street Fighter, but the Street Fighter or Street Fighter 6, which this collection is based on. I know that you could play it now like on PlayStation and I believe Xbox and whatnot. But like I said, I just never really played with it before. Never played it. It's been so long. So we're just going to lay this right here. So I'm sorry if I'm not going to be like oohing and awing over the certain names and colors, because at the end of the day, I don't really know the reference. And that's just kind of more of my fault. But I wanted to play this collection because it's absolutely beautiful. I think that they did a really good job with the PR packaging. So it's kind of inspiring me. It was kind of inspiring for me to want to play with it. So we're just laying this down right here. And then I'm going to take the shade right here called Archino. I don't know if I'm saying that. This shade right here. I'm going to put that right next to that blue. So freaking pretty. Like blue and purple just goes so well together. Well, this is like more of like a magenta pinky purple, but it's still gonna like be very pretty together. Okay, so right on top of that, I'm gonna take Not a Little Girl, whatever that means, and we're gonna put that right on top. Now, I love the fact that Game Beauty does makeup and games together. Like, I love makeup, I love games, I love books. I really hope that one day, and I keep saying this, one day I'm going to manifest this. I hope either Game Beauty or Glamour or just other brands out there do like a Last of Us collection. That would be so freaking amazing. I kind of don't want ColourPop to do it because I just don't know if ColourPop would do it truly justice the way that other brands would. Like, nothing against ColourPop when I say that, but I just kind of hope that they don't step their toes on that. I want to see a brand like Game Beauty do a Last of Us collection because it's a video game collection. It'd be so nice to see them do that. All right, so we're just blending that softly out right there. Such a pretty shade. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Ninja Popstar to softly go over this pinky purple shade right here. So so next I'm actually going to go into one of the single shadows because these are so beautiful. So I'm going to kind of mix this with a little bit of the palette as well. So I'm going to take the shade. I'm going to take the shade right here called Dr. Luke, which is going to be this beautiful like deepy blue shade. Now this says that Dr. Luke is a metallic shade in a sparkling space blue that morphs into a vibrant grape purple. Really be so beautiful for this look. So this is how this is looking. So stunning. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see how beautiful that shade is? So pretty. You guys see that shift on that finger? So gorgeous. So we're going to take that and we're actually going to place this right here. Now, what I love about Game Beauty is I feel like they've definitely evolved their formula over the years because their first palette, as much as I still love it, the quality is so much better now compared to when they first started off. I still love that first palette, like the Adventure palette, so good. But I'm glad they got rid of that pressed glitter. They took the honest feedback from the content creators and they said, okay, we're going to get rid of the pressed glitter. And they've been doing so good ever since. I freaking love them. Next, I'm going to go into the shade right here called Gilly. Oh, I don't know what this one is. So this one right here says that this is a metallic cool light steel blue shade that shifts into a warm antique golden hue. Whoa. Is that beautiful? I don't see golden hue. I see more of a purple, blue, teal shift personally, but it is still really pretty. All right, so we're gonna take that and we're gonna put this. Wow, look at how gorgeous that shade is. Literally right here. That is so pretty. And then I'm gonna take the shade right here called Walk with Grace. This beautiful icy lavender purple shade. It's so pretty. We're going to take this and we're going to put this right next to this blue, just like so. Okay, so I feel like that is so pretty. Okay, so for this eye, we're going to go into the green. Okay, so for this eye, we're going to do a different look. So now we're going to go into the shade right here called Ziller. Again, I don't know the references. Oh my God, I really wish I did. I am so sorry. I am failing right now. Normally, whenever I do reviews like this, I tend to know a lot of the references, but for the first time, I'm kind of stumped because I don't. So we're just going to do the exact same thing. We're going to only put it halfway in the crease, and then we're going to blend that out. Okay, then right next to that green shade, We're going to go into the Great Sunlight right here. And we're also going to take a little bit of All Right. We're going to kind of mix the two together just a little bit because I feel like it's going to make it be pretty when mixing the two together. I love a good like mustard style yellow. You guys know it's one of my favorite yellows, but I feel like it's just going to complement the green really well to kind of build the yellows up just a slight bit. So we're just going to lay this right here, and then we're going to start to blend that out. Okay, so we're going to worry about cleaning this up in just a minute because now I'm going to go into the shade right here. This is going to be called the shade called Blanca, and this says that this is a metallic shade of vibrant Shrek green that morphs into a shocking cerulean blue. Ooh, this is beautiful. So this is how this looks. And then do you guys see that blue? Look at how gorgeous that is. So stunning. So stunning. So we're going to take this and we're going to put this right here. Look how nice and smooth that goes on. It goes on so incredibly smooth. I love that. And then right next to that beautiful shade, we're going to go into the shade right here called DJ. I think it's called DJ. And this one says that this is a metallic shade that shifts between a radiant sun gold and a lush green garden. Or lush garden green, my bad. I read that backwards, but look at how pretty that is. So pretty. So we're going to take that. We're going to put this right here. Oh my God, look at how gorgeous these two are together. So stunning. Take a little bit of my top player, this really nice, like beautiful yellow. But we're just going to lightly put this right here because I'm actually going to put a little bit of a mixer right on top. So we're going to take that right here. Very lightly, right? But then I'm going to take this shade right here, and this is going to be called 01 Jamie. Now, this one says that this is a striking light golden hue that shifts to a vibrant pinkish reddish color. So this is how this is going to look. This color is stunning. So beautiful. Like, look at that shift. Oh, yeah. We're going to take that, and we're also going to mix that right here on top. So it's like a little bit of that nice yellow, and just kind of tapping that on to kind of blend that all in. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my eyes up, throw my lashes on. We're going to come back to do the blush highlighter followed by the lips. Okay, so now we're going to move on to blushes. So there's going to be 4 blushes in this collection along with 2 highlighters. So the blushes say, fight and glow with the cream blush and highlighter set. Inspired by the dynamic characters of Street Fighter 6, this features a range of versatile shades designed to sculpt, define, and illuminate your features, capturing the unique energy and style of your favorite fighters. From a gentle flush of Lily's Whispering Peak Wind to the radiant glow of Chun-Li's Kicking Grace Blue highlighter, this set offers an endless possibility for creating looks that creating a look that's as powerful as it is captivating. Now you guys can buy all 4 of the blushes with the 2 highlighters for $76 as a bundle, or the highlighters they do retail, or the blushes do retail for $15 a piece, and the highlighters also do retail for $15 a piece, so you guys can get them all together. So there's 4 different shades. I think the shade that I'm probably going to go into today is probably going to be the shade called Lily. This is going to be a soft, muted, warm tone pinkish red that fades like a rose petal or a soft coral, which is definitely going to be more up my alley when it comes to blushes. So instead of just applying this directly onto the face, I'm actually going to put it onto a brush because I feel like that's going to be the better way for me to apply it. So I'm going to take my Makeup by Mario brush, and we're just going to lightly go into this, making sure I'm coating it. And then we're going to softly, ooh, pat that in. That is pigmented. Oh my gosh. That is pigmented. Okay, hold up. Let me tone this down just a little bit because that is pretty intense. Okay, there. It's starting to blend out actually really nicely. That's pretty. That is pretty. Wait, I wonder what the other shades are defined as. It's really pretty. Like that is definitely more of my color. You just gotta softly blend that in, but it's laying down really nicely. Okay, let's do the other side. Now the other shade's a little bit too deep for my taste. That's why I'm only swatching. That's why I'm only putting on the one. But I will say they did swatch really, really nicely. I'm sure that even though they are, you know, defined as blushes, I'm pretty sure you guys can use them as like as a lipstick too if you wish to do so. So we're just gonna lay that down and we're gonna softly blend that out. So freaking pretty. So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna quickly set my face with powder. Moving on to the highlighters. So we have 2 different highlighters. We have Chun-Li, who I actually know who this is because of Fortnite. She has a big badunkadunk in Fortnite and everybody loves her. She's so pretty. I actually have her too. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. So we have Chun-Li right here. This is going to be classified as a light cool tone blue with the clear bright sky or calm shallow sea. And then we also are going to have Manon, which is going to be a soft light warm tone pink that's like a blooming cherry blossom or pastel cotton candy. So I think I'm going to use a little bit of both today. So I'm going to take my little highlighter brush. I'm just going to kind of mix the two together because, like, why not? Just kind of mix the two. I'm going to put that right here. Ooh. Very, very, very light. And it's very light and subtle. Yeah, it's like very light and subtle. It's not really giving the pop that I'm looking for. Maybe I take a little bit of this one. Just kind of, right? You have to kind of really work at it to build it up. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of the highlighters. It really doesn't have too much pop to them the way that I kind of want them to. They definitely kind of sheer themselves out. They're not bad, but they're definitely not my favorite. So I'm gonna quickly finish off the eye look. I'm just gonna take on this eye, the shade right here called Overtrip, and we're gonna run that underneath my waterline. And I'm gonna take the shade right here called Spirit of the Flame, and we're gonna do that on this side right here. So I'm just gonna quickly do that. So for this eye, I did go in with like an icy lavender eyeliner along with like a along with a pale yellow on this side. So now we're going to finish off the look. I'm going to take this shade right here called Red, or R-E-D right here. It's like this beautiful like silver shade. It's so pretty. We're going to put that in the inner corner for both eye looks. I feel like it'd just be really pretty for both. So I'm just going to take that. We're going to put this right here. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Has a little bit of fallout. Okay, now we're going to finish off this collection with the lipsticks. So there's 6 different lipsticks in this collection, and it says, unleash your inner fighter with the vibrant Victor lipstick set, a curated collection of creamy matte lipsticks inspired by the iconic characters of Street Fighter 6. The set features a range of bold and captivating shades, each designed to capture the unique personalities and aesthetics of your favorite fighters. From a fiery intensity of Hadoken Hue Red to the alluring danger of Jury's Psycho Blash Fuchsia, the set offers a color for every mood and every battle. And I do retail for $15 a piece, but like I said, if you guys wanted to get the bundle, you guys could. So for me, my only thing when it comes to this particular lipstick collection is that pretty much almost all the shades are either pink or red. And with the type of eye look that I'm wearing, I feel like it would just be so contrasting. Like, I don't want to wear like an orange lipstick. I don't want to wear like a red pink lipstick. I don't really want to wear one of those because I just don't feel like it's going to be really pretty with this look. I'm going to see what I can do just because I just don't want it to be, I don't know. I don't want it to be like too reddish or too much. So I think for me, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take this shade right here. This is called Ryu or Ryu. I'm not really sure. This is classified as a medium dark pink red or an old mandarin red. Although it does kind of look kind of like on the brown side. So we're going to line my lips. We're going to try to make this work. I don't really know what I'm exactly going for here, but we're going to try to make this work. I'm going to go into the Makeup Forever. This is the Limitless Brown Lip Liner. We're going to line my lips with this. Now we're going to go into this lipstick right here. I don't know what's going to match. We're going to try. Okay. This is like the closest to like a brown that I could get with this collection. I feel like I should have had a little bit more neutral sides. I feel like I should have a little bit more neutral shades, but this is the closest I could get to try to make this work. All right, guys, and there we have it. This is the final look using the Street Fighter collection. I will say I do think the eye look turned out really pretty. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like with a mirror so you guys can hopefully see the shifts in the eyeshadow. So I'm going to take my mirror. I don't know if you guys can see just how beautiful that eyeshadow is. Like, look at those shifts. It's so pretty. So pretty. Like, these are beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys out and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on this collection. Alrighty, guys, so here's the final look right here. I absolutely loved how both eye looks came out. I think both are really beautiful. Like, this right here is so gorgeous, but I also think the green side is so beautiful as well. I'm thoroughly impressed with how both eye looks came out. So running over the collection right here, I will say I think the palette is super cute. I do think it's super cute. Unfortunately for me, I don't really get the references, but I will say that at least the mattes performed really really nicely. And the shimmers I did play with are really beautiful, very easy to work with, very soft, buttery, very blendable. I really did enjoy the pigmentation. I really did enjoy the formula and the pigmentation of this palette. I think you create really fun, beautiful looks. And if you are a huge Street Fighter fan, you're absolutely going to love this. I think for me, the star of the show personally is going to be these single shadows right here. I think these are beautiful. A little bit does go a long way. You can create so many different fun looks with it. But I will say the way that these just capture the light, they're so gorgeous. I love the shift, and I just think the formula in here is incredible. It's one of my favorite pieces of this collection. Highly recommend that. I will say when it came to the blushes, I did enjoy the formula. I think the shade Lily is really pretty for me. I kind of wish the tones weren't as deeply red because I'm not the biggest red blush person, but I still think they worked really beautifully on my skin. I'm not a big fan of the highlighters. As pretty as they are swatching, they just don't really have a lot of pigment. They just don't have a lot of pigmentation. I'm not the biggest fan of the highlighter. I kind of wish that they would have done like maybe a powder highlight instead versus a stick highlighter, but that's my personal opinion. I kind of want more of a pop than just having something that's kind of like this. Like, it's pretty, but it's not doing it for me. I prefer to have a more, I prefer to have a powdered highlighter. So as much as I want to love that, that's the one thing I'm like, not really impressed with this collection. Then when it comes to lipsticks, I think the formula is really nice. I will say I kind of wish the shade range was a little bit more diverse. Pretty much everything is going to be a red tone base, which I personally don't mind because I love red. But if I'm going to do like a look like this, I want to have something a little bit more neutral to go with it. I feel like if I had to put on a bright red or bright pink lipstick, it might clash with this just a little bit. So for me, I kind of wish they had more of a range in their lipstick collection, but it feels great overall. And I love that there's so many different references to the game. Now you guys could actually buy the entire collection. There's two different versions you guys could buy if you want to buy the entire thing. So looking to the website, it says you guys could buy the Street Fighter 6 limited edition makeup collection gift box version for $286, or you guys can buy the full set for $256. It's just completely up to you, but you guys can use my code Allie, save you guys 10% off. I think this collection is so freaking cute. Like, it is so cute, and for someone who doesn't know anything about Street Fighter, I think this is a really great collection, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So this collection is going to be available right now. I'll have everything about this collection linked down below, along with all the products on my face. But Game Beauty, thank you guys so much for sending this my way. I know right now this is kind of a scary time for indie brands with all the tariffs that have been put in place, but I'm gonna do everything I can to support the indie brands who've had my back and who I genuinely just love, and Game Beauty is one of them. So with that said, guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, so I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for the Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.